Hey Fragrance family, I'm Daver.
I'm Jer.
And we're the Fragrance Bros. Catch you again this time with another review, this time on L'Homme Libre. By Yves Saint Laurent, of course. Let's get straight to it.
Let's do this.
Date introduced, it is 2011, classified as a woody spicy. Notes are basil, violet leaf, nutmeg, pink pepper, vetiver, patchouli, and leather. What did you get out of longevity out of this?
Average.
Yep, me too.
Yep.
Yeah. Nothing more to say, right?
One of those fragrances.
What about projection?
Average.
Yeah.
It's very middle of the road.
Yeah, what's interesting is this is not as bold as L'Homme.
No.
Or La Nuit de L'Homme.
Nope. It's a lighter, sportier kind of thing they're going for here.
Yeah.
Did they succeed? We shall see.
Season, I would say this is great for spring only, pretty much. I can't really see this any other season, really. But I can see this day or night.
Yeah. Casual.
Yeah. Purpose, I would say this is casual. Purpose, I would say this is casual or formal. Probably mostly casual, though, but it kind of has a formal edge to it.
I disagree. For me, it's strictly casual, and I'll get to why in a minute.
What does this remind you of?
Hey, so someone said on Facebook that this fragrance is the most underrated of the L'Homme flankers. And I say that if this fragrance has any praise, that makes it the most overrated flanker.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to me that this smells so much like my body wash and certain deodorant variations and some Axe body sprays and every locker room you've ever been in, because it's got that combination of notes that just, don't get me wrong, it's very fresh and very bright, you know what I mean? Like it may as well be called L'Homme Violet Leaf, because that's, to me, that is like Violet Leaf, you know.
Totally.
You're gonna get so much of that. And I like Violet Leaf just fine, but this fragrance fails to do anything remarkable that hasn't been done by a million different things at a million different, lower price points and all that sort of thing. It smells clean, but not the kind of clean that I want to smell like, because it just smells like, the locker room at the Y or something like that, or my shower after I've showered, my bathroom after I've showered. It's, I'm sorry, it's completely unremarkable to me. And after the first hour or two, when the violet begins to die down, man, I could not be more bored by this fragrance.
Yeah.
It's just like muskiness. It's all that's really left for me, so go.
Yeah, it is a violet leaf bomb. And I don't love violet leaf. It's, it's kind of just you can't really do much with violet leaf, I don't think.
It's really overpowering.
Yeah, it's very overpowering. And I do not like this fragrance. I don't think it's that good at all.
Whoa.
And you're right, it does kind of smell like every gym, locker you've ever smelled before. It does kind of have an Axe-y type smell a little bit. We talked about in our L'Homme review about how L'Homme is the king of the bologna cologne type smell.
Right.
It's kind of the, just outside the bubble.
Yeah.
This is like at the bottom of the bubble. Yeah. Of their line anyway. I've smelled worse fragrances than this. Sure. But it's very generic, and it has nothing to do with L'Homme.
No.
Like La Nuit, at least you understand the relationship between that and L'Homme. Yeah. You can smell it. Yeah. But it just is different. Yeah. So it's a great flanker. This is completely different. There's no relationship to L'Homme at all. It makes no sense. It just seems like a money grab. Yeah. But I don't know. It's just not that good.
There, if this was like supposed to be L'Homme Sport or whatever, I guess that's what they were going for.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think it sucks. And to be honest, this is YSL's Pure Shot, in my opinion. Yeah. They took that name and they tried to do something with it. They went way off base, and I think it kind of sucks. But let me read. It doesn't so much suck in its own right per se. Like, the scent's not terrible to me. The problem is that it's trading on a name that's a lot better than that. Yep. And this scent's been done a million times. Like, when you go to smell this and you're thinking, I'm smelling L'Homme Libre or Libre or whatever, and you're smelling it, you're thinking, oh, this is, whatever. But if you think about all the other scents you've smelled as a guy in your lifetime, you'll see that this is like all those, and you shouldn't pay $70 for this when you can, it just, I'm sorry, it's a waste to me. It's useless.
Wow.
No use for this.
Okay, so going back to the scent, what you get out of the smell is you get a lot of violet leaf, and you get some basil. Don't like either of those notes, and you get some pink pepper, and then the rest you kind of just is a jumble on top of what you get.
Yeah.
It's ozonic. It's kind of clean. It's spicy, and it's very mature, bordering on old, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And unlike the L'Homme flankers, like we said, this has very limited application.
Yeah.
Like the other two, L'Homme, La Nuit, those are king for you. You can just reach it any time.
Yeah.
This, you kind of, I don't know. When do you wear it?
So there is another channel on YouTube. They're called The Fragment, and they reviewed this fragrance. And I remember the guy, if you're looking at the camera, the guy on the right was talking about how, this is great because you get done at the gym, you worked out, and you come out of the shower and you put this on. And that probably is the right application because this smells just like that setting. But to me, there are like infinitely better choices that you can make that will last longer, that will make a better statement, that have more utility. I just, this is one of those things where I could just, it's an all-day pass for me.
Yeah.
Just simply because it doesn't do anything special. Like, I wouldn't pay money to have this in my collection. I could spend that money so much better.
Yeah.
On other stuff. Sorry.
Bang for buck, this is $60-ish on Fragrance Net for a 3.3 ounce. Even though I don't care for the fragrance overall, I do think that's a fair value for what you get. I mean, you're not spending a ton of money for it.
Yeah.
So you're spending about the medium value for that type of designer fragrance. I think that's fair.
Yes.
I just would never buy it.
Yes.
What about compliments?
No, not really. I mean, honestly, this is kind of in that same realm. We've talked about this before, where to me, you said it's kind of clean. I think it's pretty clean because it reminds me of like locker rooms and showers, things like that. So I think that to me, this kind of conveys a clean feeling.
Okay.
Which, as we've said before, is kind of like the minimum standard.
Right.
You should always smell at least clean.
Yeah.
And then we think you ought to smell better than that. You should have something else going on. So when something just makes me smell clean, I may as well just be fresh out of the shower and just be clean instead of wearing this. You know what I mean? So, no compliments.
Yeah, my wife hated this.
Whoa.
Hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
I don't remember. I mean, at the time I don't remember because usually it's more facial gestures than anything else, like, oh, or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, thank God, I didn't go to a place where there were a lot of people. So I just tested out on my wife this time. But yeah, she hated it.
Wow. Okay, that is damning.
Final rating.
I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it a 1. It's not a bad smelling fragrance. It's been done so much, and I think it does a poor job with the L'Homme name.
Yeah.
And, the performance isn't bad, but it's not great either. It's just a deuce for me. Yeah,
I'm also going to give this a 2 out of 5 for the same reasons. It's not the worst thing I've ever smelled. It's just bad in general. It doesn't belong in the L'Homme line.
Yeah.
And this fragrance, I think this fragrance shouldn't exist in the first place. But even if you think it should exist, it should not exist in the L'Homme line. It just makes no sense.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
What is worse, this or D&G the One Sport? If only one could exist, which one gets to exist?
Oh, I guess this because it's not a sport flanker.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, that's hard. That's a hard question.
Question for the ages. We need to get a response from our viewers.
Yeah.
What they think.
Yeah. What do you think? Which one is worse, D&G the One Sport or L'Homme Libre? Anyway, that's all we have. Let us know what you think of L'Homme Libre in the comments down below. Of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. We'll love you for it. We'll see you next week. We're the Fragrance Brothers.